名人戦は今日が初になるので、ある意味開幕戦ですね。で、相手はリバコルさんになるんですけども、リバコルさんは手探りで勝ったことがない方になります。なので、自分がね、どれだけ成長したのかも含めて、楽しみたい試合の一つでございます。なので、すごい手汗でも緊張しています。で、相手の注目選手というところで見ていくと、キュービー、リチャードソンになります。スピードが速いので、結構、スクランブルとか仕掛けてきたら嫌だなというところですが、警戒していきましょう。で、ラインバックがね、ジョナサン・テイラーで、鬼強いです。やだな、強いラインバックいるのは。ラインバック陣にちょっとみんな強そうな要注意ですね。でレシーバー陣も、スピードが飛び抜けて速いのは、この辺にはなるんですが、背が高い、人がいるので、しっかりとタックルを決めていかないと。あ、でも怪我ね、いないのか。ということは、ピアースとか、ミッチェルとかが、該当してくるかもしれないですね、今日。で、タイトエンドがルーキー、結構注目の選手っぽいです。見てると、かなりフィジカル強いタイプだったんで、嫌だな、というところ。で、ラインが上までもなく強いラインばかりで、ボールがだいぶ強いので、うちのパスラッシュがどこまで効くか、特に両タックルが強いので、独占しそうだな、という感じです。で、ディフェンス陣を見ていくと、エッジラッシャーは、そこまでなんか強い印象を受けなかったんだよね。ディフェンスのカバーこのフィネスがちょっと高いかぐらいか。ただ、DL が強い。この2枚が強いので、中をやられないようにしたいところなんですが、なんとデンバーは、クイーンマイナーズが、怪我で、戦線を離れておりまして、ちょっとそこにも不安を抱えているというような感じになります。はい。怪我を見ていくと、メンバーは確か2人かな。彼とスーパースターで今に一周相手。トルツはピットマンが一周相手。これでなかなかヘルシーな状態。この2人怪我しているので、ちょっと注意が必要だなというところになっています。寒いというのはこれ緊張だね。ちょっと時間があるので、ウィークリーリキャップ、これ先週のあれかな、もしかして。もう今週の試合に変わっちゃってるかな。このマッデン26の
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Panthers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And it's the second-year tight end, Theo Johnson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Emeka Ibuka. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Put it in the books as a 62-yard touchdown. The Bucs are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
これ流した正解だった。案外ちょうどよかったし。いやー、超緊張してる。いやー、正解やべえ。
Again, the World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers.
はい、時間になりました。では押します。いや、よろしくお願いいたします。
For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain, I'm assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop a Christmas walk.
開幕だぜ。大人生開幕だ。やばい緊張が。
Scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
よろしくお願いします。
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Okay, break! Come on, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Steady, right?
Here's the former NFL rushing champ, it's Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Again, it's Taylor. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. You look at this Bronco defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
よしよしよしよし。今のはいいね。
They'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anybody giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
ハンダリーのちょっとカバーが上がるボールを作って、確かプラスキーマッチを使ったので、うまく釣れたかなという感じですかね。
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Nix to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Harvey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Middle. Almost set.
To throw is Nix. This is caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At their own 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown, right? And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that'll be off the mark.
ラッキーだな、今の。DPI 取られなかったのは。
You look at this Bronco defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Mustang 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Richardson.
It's
Josh Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Yes.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
Richardson looking to throw this.
Nice.
It's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
いや、今のこれ早かったね。
And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the key. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
And 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now it's Nix.
Oh.
His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
ああ、入れなかった。空いてたのに。遅かったな、俺が。
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
あ、ダメだ。いけないか。
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck.
通りは合ってたんだけどな。
And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
高いフィールドゴール。
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They may have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Ready? 60, Cougar 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Got his man. It's Warren. And they're able to work
get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Now Richardson.
Hey, nice.
Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jade Barron. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And bulldozing his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Harvey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Now 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is Nix. Here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
It's on.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ugh. Sweet.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
さすがに読まれそうな気するけど、ちょっと 69% を信じてみたかった。
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the
key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Third and 8.
Kill!
すげえブリッジきそうな気がするけど。
Looking to throw. Nix.
あー、ダメだった。
Taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I love his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker try to 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the foul ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
戦で DP はゴリゴリにやってる。
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
70.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go with this first half.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
70 race, go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Gales. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 20. On third down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Big Lion.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Get it! Viking 18. Go!
Again, it's Richardson.
Okay.
Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Sa, 何が来るかな。大体のパスでしょ。
Ready?
Second and 10.
Mustang 19. Come on, come on. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Okay.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
うわ、抜けた。
Breaks a tackle and he's got an alley.
これはでかい。
Still going past the
いける、いける、いける、いける。おお。
He takes it the distance.
強え、ハービー。これは大戦金だ。
It's a kickoff return to end the first half.
これはハービーでかい。ありがとう、ハービー。いやー、連打に勝ったよ。あー、主に見たかったな。
I wouldn't challenge him at all. I do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
いやー、このタッチダウンはでかいね。おー。で、うちのリターンからだから、さらに。
For the second half, 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
いや、本当、これはでかい。ありがとうございます。
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, kill. Hold on a second. Ready?
They'll begin on the ground.
一発ね。しかも怪我した。あ、ハービーかな、これ。怪我した。
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
やだな、誰が
The medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hold on a second.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hold on a second. Kill. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Nix.
うわー、マジか。
And this is going to be incomplete.
うわー、落とされなかったらこれ下手なのにな。あー、しかもハービーで戻ってこれねえ。うわ、やらかした。そうか、リターンでハービーをキャリーさせたのが失敗だったんだな。
This offense has moved the ball. He hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Okay.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the climb metric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with
the Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go. Let's try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Richardson off the play fake.
Ah.
To the left side.
Yeah.
On the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
変わっちゃったんだ。
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Go ahead,
Richardson looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Richardson.
Yes.
Intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jade Barrett. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Nix to the air. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? 180. Bombers.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to have to hook up the Sutton. And get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
このプレー出なさそうだな。どこ漏れたの？ここ漏れたのか。
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
They will
stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there. Nice for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and they come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They're running with power there. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Okay.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Richardson.
うわ、マジか。すごっ。すげえところ投げるな。
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them in the gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Come on.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. Got his man complete over the middle.
すげえ。
Yeah, that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as the tackle made down at the 33. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
18, Pioneer, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Richardson working from the gun.
Hey.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get it. Ready.
Now Richardson.
Hey.
That's to Warren, his tight end. And this is going to be a first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Nice.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. They'll set up the
What's it?
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
18. Ready, ready.
To throw again on second down. Richardson.
Okay.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
いや、刺さんなかったけど。
If he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air with Richardson.
よし、取った。
And his passes are
Nice.
intercepted for the 4th time today.
いや、今日バロン絶好調。
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Ready.
配信中に。
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got over daylight.
おー、抜いた。
Off to the races down the right side.
Nice.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Julian McLaughlin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Looks good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21.
で、3個ぜ。逆転される可能性
After
は
the
多い。
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
いやー、これが効いたな、多分。これじゃない。多分335、335だったんですか。反応が良かった。
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
しかし、ジョナサン・テイラー、強え。
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a 2nd and 2.
19, let's go. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he rips that one incomplete there.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on, set.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt.
ああ、これはハービーの怪我だ。気になる。
And the Broncos take over
大丈夫であ
first
れば。
down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're
早えな。
I love your observation skills, partner,
どこ
because I think you saw them charge out to the field.
そこから
with about another
すげえな。
chance to get into
ず
the
っと
end
早かったぞ、今。
Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any
That's
home
fine,
run
man.
on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
86%. そんな。
Now it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Movement there on the offensive line. Quick and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's McLaughlin. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. Only to the line of scrimmage. Neville Gallimore on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run. It's
違ったな、今走るゾーン。左だった。外に行かなきゃよかった。フルバックを信じたら抜けてた。
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
とりあえず2ミニッツ。
Quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
On
4th down, the team is on as this is set away. And for
Okay.
offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now it's Richardson.
Nice.
It's a sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 11-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
On the draw is Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
On the goal, on the goal.
At the 23-yard line.
19, soccer, 19,
Brings up 3rd down and
play action. Now Richardson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cougar 19. Ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Kill. Oh, my son. Ready.
Carry from McLaughlin.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
96 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And they will take a knee here.
もう取らないでしょ。
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Their defense have really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
They
did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last
play
play of the game?
But what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gauden. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
前でも両エンドが11やって、エッジが両エッジが11取ってるんだっていうでしょ。何よりもバロンの3インターはでかい。筋密数が、スタッツが出ないほど、複数側には投げられてますね。いやー、このタッチダウンがでかかったな。ただ怪我がすげえ一部だ。15回。サードのコンバージョン25だと。あ、でも、復興さんも14か。お互いサーダンコンバージョン。これと何よりもターンオーバー。ターンオーバーと、 まあ、ダンタッチなんで、プレーか。すげえ、1100までついてる。あ、でもリターンタッチダウンはなさそうだね、ハイライト。いやいや、つけてよかった。ありがとうございました。次が、オンピーさんですね。オンピーさん、久々ですね。はい、ウィーク2は、コルツに対して、以上の結果で、勝利することができました。なんといっても、バロンがね、素晴らしい活躍を見せて、3インターセプトをしてくれました。で、またハービーが、キックリターンタッチダウン、値千金のキックリターンタッチダウンしてくれたのがすごくでかかったというところです。ウィーク3は、同地区のチャージャーズでオンビーさんとの大会なので、こちらも楽しみたいと思います。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。よかったらチャンネル登録、いいねをお願いいたします。またね。